Hello, very much regards to you watching me out there. My name is Fandov Azike Azike. Today I'll be talking on the subject title How to Restore Family and Community Values. Very, very important. However, if today is your very first time of seeing my teachings, please subscribe. When you subscribe, you will gain more of practical political education, personal and leadership development that are not taught in the classroom. However, don't forget to click the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new teaching, you can always get notified. Your comment and like will also be appreciated. Without wasting much of your time on the subject matter, how to restore family and community values. Do not forget, the change you wish or you want in the society must begin with you. The change you wish to see in the society must begin with you. Let's get started. How to restore the values in the family and the community at large. First and foremost, it is in the public knowledge which most of us we attest to. The level of erosion of values, the missing values in our contemporary society, the ugly developments on daily basis that makes life not worth living. Life is meant to be enjoyed and not to be endured. But with the prevailing situations as a result of some missing values, perversions of values in our societies, there is need for us to reactivate, for us to restore the memories of old good days where life in the society and family is worth living and emulating. However, what is the value? When we talk of values, we are talking of those belief system, those convictions, those principles that shapes our life, that we are not ready to compromise for any reason. These values goes a long way to become our identities. We are ready to die in the cause to defend these principles and values, and they will translate to become a character. And today, the society is lacking a lot of values. The society is lacking for characters. Unfortunately, the word politician has been fused or interchanged for leadership. The world is crying for values. The world is crying for leadership. The world is crying for models. The society of today need models to restore the old good days. Values shapes our character and define who we are. Now that there is perversion of values, then make life not worth living or unbearable or hell on earth. A lot of atrocities are being committed on daily basis as a result of missing values. How do we go from here? How do we restore the values? Like I said earlier, the values, what we wish, the change we want in the society must begin with us. One of the ways we can restore the values in our society to have a better society is we as individual must be an example. Yes, we must not forget that every individual is a product of a family and in extension, a society. What we instill or transfer to our children is what our society will become in the nearest future. If really, really we want a better society, we as individuals, we as parents must begin to amend and instill values that we wish to begin to see in our society, so that when these children grows up, they will not change. Rather, they will make their parents a reference point. That is to say, you as a parent, you as a family. Family is the first institution, the first school of every child. Every child learns from the parents before going to school. So the family have a very major role to play in shaping the character of this very child that will grow to become part and parcel of the society. When this child grow on a very bad influence, the society is going to be polluted because the source of that very child is a polluted source. If really, really we want a better society, we, the family, must begin to demonstrate the art of love. We must use love to destroy hatred. We must use love to install the values of the society. Love is a beautiful thing. Love is something every human being desires. When I mean love, I am talking of unconditional love. This love is love you must not express it only, but you must put it into action by demonstration so that your children can always see the art of love and begin to copy and implement such. You can see a society where we are right now. Individuals can kill a fellow human being because of money. Love, an act of kindness, is not only a product of money, but love subdue hatred. Love subdue evil. Love conquers everything. When you begin to demonstrate love in our society and our children begin to see the effect and the result of love, they will continue to apply such when they grow. They will not think of killing any longer. They will not think of planting jealousy or seed of discord in every society they find themselves. Love conquers everything that is opposite or odd to humanity. So love must lead. Parents must begin to show, to demonstrate, and practice the art of love and kindness so that we can make a better society. You can relate some stories to your children that demonstrate or translate the art of love. Once in a while, these stories will be committed and registered in their memory. How one good turn deserves another. Such stories will make your children to see their fellow human being, consider their plight as their own, believing that no man is an island, that someday, sometime, they will be loved by another people. Love is a beautiful thing. Another aspect we can restore values is through honesty and integrity. When we talk about honesty and integrity, we are talking of being sincere in every aspect of our life. Our private life will be a proof of our public life. And when you match your public life and private life, which you think is personal, will be combined to be called integrity. And integrity is what you are not ready to compromise. You may be identified for a particular value. Is a man of honesty. He doesn't compromise. He cannot accept any offer to compromise to something that he is not convinced. Such missing values is one of the problems of today. People are no longer trusted. People are lacking character. The society is crying for character. The society is calling for models. Can somebody trust you? Have you ever relate to your families, your society, the glory and the reward of being an honest man? Have you ever related how somebody has been elevated for being honest? Can somebody stand in for you? Can somebody trust you in totality? Parents, as a family, we must try to be identified or linked with the identity of honesty, integrity, trustworthy. If we want to make a society and restore to our values, we begin to keep to promises. We begin to obey laws. We begin to do the right things in our various societies by practical examples. We begin to punish people who go against the existing laws. We must begin to believe in merit. We must shun tribalism and nepotism. We must believe in equal right, fairness, and justice. When we are doing this, our children will not fall the standard. We must begin to instill these values of trust in our children. Once in a while, you relate a story how honesty have saved the world, have saved the life of personalities. Once in a while, when you relate all these stories and the reward attached to it, how your name is very, very important to protect. How your name have saved you because of being honest. How the world have been saved because of sincerity of a particular person. When we begin to relate these stories, our children will begin to have the right mindset. If we really, really want a better society, if we really want the values of old good days to come into existence once again, we must begin to change our mentality. We will continue to have a new orientation. We have to retrace and retract most of our ways that are not in conformity with the ideal ways of raising children. Because what we invest or what we instill in our children is what our society will become. Very, very important. We must always do the right thing at the right time. Stand tall, even if you are standing alone for truth. You must do the right thing for us to have a better society. Another way to make a society or restore our values in families and in community is leadership. When we talk of leadership, We are talking of someone who is ready to lay his life, to forfeit, to lose everything, only to ensure that people after him succeed. A leader is that person who is ready to sacrifice himself for the next generation. Leaders are those who think of next generation. People are no longer ready to sacrifice for someone to succeed. If really, really, really we want a better society, someone must pay the price. The society is lacking and missing the value of leadership. This leadership must start from you as a head of the family. You must do all within the habits of the law. You must do all within the powers. You must put in your best to ensure you raised a good family. You become responsible to responsibilities. When you begin to take responsibilities and become responsible, your children will not copy the art of idleness. When you begin to make preparation for their better tomorrow, and every other person begin to do so, our children will have a better place upon their graduation. And then as well, we do so, it becomes a recurring decimal. Leaders are those who lay foundation for the nation building. They are people with vision. They are people who are ready to sacrifice and cross the boundary lines for a better tomorrow. Our society today are crying for leadership. Our families are going down because of lack of leadership. If really, really we want to restore the values in families and in communities, you must begin to discharge your responsibility. You must be responsible and responsive to responsibility. Leaders are men with vision. They are men who are ready to sacrifice today for their tomorrow. They are ready to ensure that they make preparation for their successors. They are ready to die for what they are convinced. They are ready to be answerable for any action that they are convinced. They inspire. They are inspiration to the generation. If really, really we want to restore our values, we must begin to respond to responsibilities. very, very important. Thank you for the now. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new content, you can always get notified. Please share to friends, and God bless you. Bye for the